Hey, and welcome back. My name is Sid, occupational therapist, personal trainer, strength coach, and here to take you through this cardio workout today. We have another Rehit workout today, which is our reduced exertion, high intensity training. It's just 1 minute and 30 seconds of all out efforts that are broken into 30-second bouts. In between those 30-second bouts, we will have 2 minutes and 30 seconds of a mobility exercise, and then we'll have 30 seconds at the end of a moderate exercise that will get you prepped for that all-out effort. All right, so stick with me. We're gonna have a good time today. We are first gonna start with our warm-up, but what you will need for today's workout is just some form of step, bench, stair, anything that is about 12 to 18 inches, nice and low, sturdy. We are gonna use it for a few exercises today. If you don't have one, we can totally do it without the box, just good to have it if you do. All right, so we're just gonna start with a good warm-up first. Let's go out wide, arms out wide. We're gonna sit it down into a nice deep squat, reach it up. Okay, sit it down into that nice deep squat, reach it up. Feet are out wide, toes are turned out. They're turned out. Okay, reach it down, reach it up. Okay, from here, hands to the thighs. We're gonna lean to one side. We're gonna turn those toes up. Feel a good stretch in that hamstring and inner thigh. Okay, we're gonna flow to the opposite side. Bring those toes up, lean into it. Good. Just kind of swapping through side by side. Getting these legs nice and warm. So we've got a warm up for about 2 minutes. Then we're gonna get into our first moderate exercise for 30 seconds and our first all-out effort. Okay? So one more each way. Good, we're gonna work on those toes, keeping heels up off the ground, getting our ankles nice and warm. So we lift and lower. If you need to hold on to something, please do. This is not a balance exercise, this is just meant to get our ankles nice and warm. Okay, so we're bringing up through that middle toe. Okay, so we don't want ankles to fall out or fall in. Trying to keep it straight up through that middle toe. 2. Last one. Good, let's bend, extend that leg. Okay. Bringing that heel toward your butt, kicking it out in front of you. 3, 2, 1, same leg. We're gonna go big circles. Okay, to the back, and bring it back to the front. Good. Last one. Bring it back, switch sides. Bend and extend. Heel to the butt, kick it out in front. Good. Getting those quads nice and warm. 3, 2, big hip circles. Okay. Our hip is a ball and socket joint, which means that it moves in a variety of planes of motion. Okay, it goes all over the place. It can rotate, it can bend, extend. So we got to get it warm in all those planes of motion as well. Good. One more to the back. Last one to the front. Good, we're gonna go wrists now. Okay, bend them down, flex them up. As we bend them down, we're gonna bring them in behind us, bring them up in front of us. 3, 2, 1. Good, we're gonna go palms up, bring it back, reach them down. Bring it back, reach them down. Tap the shoulders. Good, circling up and around. Other way. All right, we're gonna get into our first move for our 30-second bout, which is just going to be a knee drive and a pull down here. Okay? Have your box close. At the end of this 30 seconds, we're gonna get into our first all-out effort. Okay, so we're pulling and knee driving. A little lateral crunch side to side. 10 seconds. Our first all-out effort is gonna be an alternating push-off, so keep doing those cool downs. We're gonna have weight on that leg on the bench. Step, switch out the feet. Switch out the feet. Switch out the feet, okay? And these all-out efforts, we wanna go as fast as we can for the 30 seconds. All right, if you don't have that box or bench, we can just do it in place. Tap, 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 fast as you can, all right? It's been a little more than 30 seconds, but I wanted to demo, so we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, get ready, 2, 1. Here we go. Push it off. Switch out those feet as fast as you can. Here we go. Remember, 30 seconds. Fast as you can. All out. Let's go. Halfway, halfway. Come on, push. 10 seconds. You're there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Hands come down to the box or down to the ground. We push it up into down dog. Bring it through, low lunge. Drop that back knee. Feel a good stretch in that quad, hip flexor. If you're not feeling it, tuck your back glute. Keep your ribs stacked over your hips. Okay, push it back. Other side, same thing. Drop that back knee, tuck that back glute, feel a stretch. If you want a little more, you can lift that heel up off the ground. Good, push it back. Bring it through. A little more, lift that foot up. Push it back. Okay, let's stay here for a minute. Just lift up one heel at a time. Feel a good little calf stretch there. Good, bring it through. Drop that knee, squeeze that back glute. Feel a stretch in that front hip flexor, quad. Bring that heel up. If you have the mobility and accessibility to grab that back foot, grab it. You'll feel a little stretch in the front of that quad. If not, we can just hold it here or wherever feels good for you. Bring it back. Switch it out. Good, bring it through. Knee to the ground. Tuck that back glute. Bring your torso a little more upright. That's why it's helpful to have a box or something in front of you here. Lift that back leg. If you can access it, great. If not, no need. Okay, whatever your body is allowing you to do today. Hands come back down, shift it back. Okay, our next moderate move is going to be an alternating bird dog. Bring that torso upright, feel that stretch. Grab that foot if you want. Okay, so in about 30 seconds, we're actually gonna move the box to the side for the moderate move. We can use it for the all-out effort if you would like. It's just an option. So our moderate move, we've got an alternating bird dog. Okay, so we're on hands and knees, shifting opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so what I don't want to do is see these hips shifting open every time you move arm and leg. Okay, so if it's feeling like too much of a challenge, keep that back toe on the ground as you reach. Okay, really focusing on hips pointed down to the ground, zippering up the core bottom to top. So if I look down my midline, I don't want to see any coning or doming. Okay? All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 30. Okay, really focusing on keeping those hips level to the ground, wrists directly under shoulders, alternating side to side. One side may be easier or harder than the other. Normal. Okay, keep breathing, keep moving. In 10, we are going into a dynamic plank. So this is where if you would like your elevated surface, option to take it. If not, we're gonna be on elbows, wrists come up and down to the ground. Other modification option is knees down. All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fast as you can, 30 seconds, come on. Keep those hips level to the ground. Exhale, zip. Halfway, come on. Push, you got this. Only 30 seconds all out effort after this, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest, sit it back into child's pose. Whew. Those are sneaky but good. Okay, I'm sitting my butt down to my heels, reaching those arms out in front of me. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, can we send the air more into our lateral rib cage? So where your rib cage is tapping your thighs. Okay, let's send it out and let's send it into the back of your bra line. I know when our heart rate is really high, that feels really challenging, but I think you're up for the challenge, okay? Focus in, inhale, send the breath back and not up into those chests. Okay, bring it forward, drop it into a cobra. Hips come down to the ground. Chest comes up nice and high. Okay, if this feels like too much of a stretch on your low back or abs, we can drop to the elbows, same concept. Okay, sit it back into child's. Walk those hands to the side. Feel a stretch on that side body. Inhale, exhale. Walk them to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Good, back to the center. Press those hands into the ground. Look up in front of you. Feel a stretch between your shoulder blades. Bring it forward into cobra. Again, modification option to go down to your elbows. Or even just walk your hands a little bit out in front. Sit it back into child's. Again, as our breath and our heart rate starts to slow here, thinking about sending that air to the sides and the back. We often send it to belly and chest, and the sides and the back get forgotten. So just trying to imagine expanding our whole core system, our core team, like a balloon instead of just up and forward. That helps the diaphragm move better, which in turn helps our whole nervous system function better. Good, last time up into cobra. Good, tuck those toes under, walk the hands up. Okay, bring your feet together, walk your hands up. We're going into standing. Okay, our last moderate exercise, we're gonna move our box out of the way if it is close to you. We've got a lateral lunge, swap it out to the other side. Okay, so we're here for 30 seconds. Then our last all-out effort is gonna be skaters. Okay, so we're going side to side with those lateral jumps, landing on one foot, switching to the other side. So similar to this, but more explosive. All right, here we go. We've got about 15 seconds and we're going. All right, in 10, we've got skaters, so it looks like this. 1, 2, okay, trying to cover land wide. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All out, last 30. Come on. Give it all you got. Quick, quick, quick. Come on. You're halfway. Push. Last 15 seconds of the day. 10, 9, 8, 7, faster. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Reach those arms up. Inhale, exhale. Fold it over, interlock those elbows. Oh, we made it. Oh. Way to work, way to stick with me. These ones are like, they're so good and so bad at the same time. Let's drop it into a wide squat. Rotate one shoulder down to the ground at a time. And it's like, oh, I'm chilling for like 2.5 to 3 minutes. And then those 30 seconds, whew, they'll get you. But that's the point, right? So if we can give all out efforts for 30 seconds at a time, for 3 times, do it twice a week, science is showing that we can improve our VO2 max by 10% in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so consistency is key here, and the intensity matters. So I would rather you go slower in the in-between and the moderate and really give me your all out for that 30 seconds than give me like a 75 the whole time, okay? That's the biggest difference. More intensity, because that shifts your body out of equilibrium. So it's like, whoa, what is happening? So all of your hormones shift, and that really creates a shock to the system that then requires your heart and your lungs and everything to work more efficiently, more effectively. So that's a little bit of the science behind it. So give me those all-out efforts when we do these. Okay, last inhale. Walk those feet together. Exhale. Reach it up. Drop those arms down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it over. Slowly curl up one vertebrae at a time. Clap it out. You did it, you made it, way to work. I will see you guys next time.